What if wild animals in the wild confront each other for life? Right here, let's explore these moments. This clip captures the image of a herd of lions surrounding to attack a leopard. Attacked by a lion, the leopard jumps at the enemy to defend itself. Knowing alone will not be able to defeat this ferocious lion herd, the leopard obediently appears harmless. But no lion spares it, rushes to bite the leopard, causing it to flail in its legs and defend itself. The lion's continuous attacks make the leopard not panic and launched some defensive moves. The leopard looks exhausted. It lies on its back seemingly harmless. But how does it work for the lion's first predator? Finally, after a while of teasing, the lion officially rushed to bite its prey, ending the hunt. Next, the clip is recorded by the image of a herd of hyenas surrounding a lion and trying to find a way to handle it. Then from afar, two other lions rush to save it, causing the hyenas to panic. Suddenly, a lion rushed to the chase, causing the spirits to run away in fear, no longer intending to hunt the lion. Being attacked by a herd of buffaloes, the lions are scared. But when a few experienced lions appear, they charge back at the buffaloes. They even jump on the buffalo's back to attack. Squeezed by the herd, the exhausted buffalo collapses. And when defeating the prey, the fight for food between the herd is inevitable. Two lions in the herd fight for the food. Ignore the intervention of the two leading lions. That's why the buffalo escaped before it was time to eat the meat. Ran up in the herd when the lions ran up and it pulled it down. Other lions also came, but the buffaloes came back to save it, causing the lions to have no chance to hunt. The leader of the lions is stubborn, waiting for the opportunity to eat the buffalo meat. However, being discovered by the buffalo and the whole herd of buffaloes threatened them, causing them to give up. The deer was drinking water by the lake when a lion came out of nowhere to catch it. But reacting quickly, the fawn ran away. A leopard and hyena were circling around, seemingly dead fawn. Both predatory, but they confronted each other to win the deer, but unexpectedly, the deer was not dead. Taking the opportunity, it jumped and ran as fast as possible to escape. A lion had been put in danger by being bitten from the front and back. It was besieged between two fierce male lions, and any resistance was extinguished. Even the cries of pain did not mention the two lions biting their prey. With a ratio of 2 to 1, it's only a matter of time before knocking down an adult lion. Unexpectedly, after a period of strong resistance, the lion was gone. The lion was resting by the lake when he was quickly disturbed by the other two lions. As they knew each other's intentions, they charged at each other. The battle was interrupted by the arrival of the elephants. He wants to attack. The lions are no exception. The fight was broken by the intervention of the rhinoceros. Lions are one of the highly social and herd animals. But sometimes, because of fighting for food, they still have conflicts. Like the two lions in this video, how to resolve conflicts with 1 versus 1 battles. But both species are unparalleled strength. They do not hesitate to show their sharp claws. The battle was extremely intense. The attacks became stronger and stronger. There was a lion giving up. The prize belongs to the winner. 1 giraffe is too much for food today. What happens when a deer falls into the lion's line of sight? The somersault in the air helped the lion bite the deer's weak points, and it wasn't long before the prey was knocked down. The tiger is solitary and a highly territorial predator. It doesn't allow anyone to encroach on their territory, not even their own kind. Maybe that's why these two lions had a decisive battle with each other. This was an extremely rare sight in the natural world. 2 lions pounced on each other fiercely. There were injuries when they occurred. But that doesn't stop their belligerence. The 2 tigers are still madly biting each other. However, the battle didn't go too far. They quickly regained their composure and ended the fight peacefully. Began to approach the herd of deer stealthily and makes use of the trees and bushes to hide. They move carefully and gently without making any noise, pressing their bodies to the ground so their prey is difficult to detect. The tiger has successfully approached the target. It's waiting for the opportunity to attack. The previous cautious steps were replaced by hurried steps. That caught the attention of the deer. Even so, this is the time to attack on the battle. With a speed of 65 kilometers an hour, the tiger grabbed the baby deer. The weak fighting deer was quickly subdued by the experienced tiger and became today's meal. the end of the video, you'll admire the most anticipated classic battle, lion versus tigers. Lions and tigers are two species that symbolize great power. If a war happens, which species will win? Let's watch it together. These two scary animals rush into a frenzied attack with each other. They use the most ultimate skills such as sharp claws, flexible bodies and strong teeth. For the equally talented opponent, both the lion and tiger are extremely focused to return blows. Even a minute of neglect, they will lose. The fight was extremely fierce. The tiger bit the weak part of the lion. Does this make the tiger win? Win or lose now seems to be too early to judge. The Lord of the Jungle did not let himself fall into a weak position. It turned to a counterattack with heavier and more dangerous blows. The tiger is gradually exhausted. Taking advantage of the opportunity that the tiger is reducing its ability to fight, the lion is constantly attacking. No need to guess anymore, the lion won. As the king of the grasslands, the lion always carries a powerful spirit that makes the animals around him terrified. A large herd of lions jumped in to catch the wild dog. One lion was scared of the enemy, so what do you think of the whole herd gathering would be like? The wild dog will have no choice but to have a tragic end. It's attacked by the leader of the lions, it will lay down in despair. A wandering lion suddenly discovered a pack of wild dogs nearby. With inherent hostility, the lion rushed to attack and easily captured an unlucky stray dog. Meanwhile, the others were forced to run away, trying to escape. However, a wild dog died because while chasing the wild dogs, the lion accidentally stepped on it. Then the lion quietly dragged the captured prey to another place to eat it. Moments later, two other lions arrived and joined the fight, leaving the unlucky stray dog with no chance of survival. Wild dogs have never been a rival to lions, but when the number is overwhelming, it's unknown what will happen. After a few minutes of awkwardness, the mother lion finally proved the level of true predator and suddenly attacked one of the dogs and bared her fangs to scare the dogs away. However, wild dogs do not give up easily, taking advantage of the majority. The whole pack is still aggressive around the lion and continuously attacks. In the end, the lion is too resilient. The wild dogs get discouraged and give up. The pack of wild dogs ran wild before the appearance of the lion, but an unlucky wild dog was completely covered in the sharp fangs of the lion lying in the dust. Lions look horizontally to find opportunities to bring their prey to a safe place to eat alone without being robbed by the others. Find an opportunity, the lion quickly drags the prey into the forest. The wild dogs also follow, but are chased by the remaining lion. Depending on the large numbers, the wild dogs are not afraid of the larger lioness. They create a siege and run around and play with the lone lion. Wild dogs are constantly looking for ways to attack. Annoying with the stalker, who likes to cause trouble, the lion turned to attack the wild dogs and caught one. But the wild dogs were too agile, rushing to the lion to knock it down. Being teased and getting more angry, the lion rushed in all directions to attack the dogs. But the wild dogs were brave enough to nibble the lion and provoke a blow. Wild dogs continuously attack the lion one by one. It's not until the lion went down to the puddle next to the rock, pretending to be harmless, that the wild dogs began to stop. The unfortunate wild dog caught by the lion lay motionless in the predator's teeth and appeared to be dead. The lioness also thought that the wild dog she was holding was dead because she did not see the prey move. So, when she saw another wild dog appear, the lioness immediately abandoned the cub, bait to rush the attacking wild dog. The wild dog is actually just pretending to die. It succeeds with its perfect plan. A leopard is hiding in pursuit of the wild dogs in a high tree where the wild dogs cannot reach. Suddenly, leopards jump to the ground under the fierce pursuit of wild dogs. Leopards hurriedly climb the tree. If you don't want to be the prey, the smell of raw meat attracted wild dogs to the place of the cheetah. And yes, the cheetah just killed the wildebeest. But the two cheetahs seem worried, in stark contrast to the mood of the winner who has just hunted prey, because how he can be happy with an enemy is trying to steal his meal. Despite trying very hard to attack and threaten the opponent, but the wild dogs threatened with extremely annoying cries. In the end, the two cheetahs had to admit defeat, leaving their spoils behind, and give it to the wild dogs. A thin-spotted hyena was surrounded by a pack of wild dogs and forced it to the edge of the river, but still couldn't escape the pursuit. Continuously receiving fierce attacks from the wild dogs, the hyenas resisted weakly in pain. Unable to compete with the overwhelming strength of the pack of wild dogs, the hyena ran straight towards the lake. Thanks to the terrain, the hyena was temporarily safe. The hyena fell into an ambush of wild dogs when it accidentally invaded its territory. Wild dogs had joined forces to drive out this dangerous enemy. In the same situation of unilateral fighting, the hyena was completely outclassed. Knowing it can't win, the hyena has no choice but to run away. Two hyenas slowly come back from the hunting trip, not forgetting to bring the trophy. Not only two, then a whole herd of wild dogs came. They ripped, devoured, and mercilessly ate the prey. Despite trying to struggle, the baby deer still became the meal of all these vicious wild dogs. A herd of deer peacefully drinking water by the lake was suddenly attacked by the leopard. As planned for a long time, the leopard went to battle and immediately caught a deer and dragged it ashore. The weak deer unable to resist this notorious predator. So it quickly collapsed, despite the leopard taking it as bait. An uninvited guest has appeared, an African hyena. With the nature of stealing other species' food, this time it came to steal food from leopards. But it collided with the wrong opponent, and the end result was an injury. Number 2. Black mamba swallows lion. The black mamba is the longest and most feared snake of the African continent. The fact that the black mamba attacks dead animals is something that can never be mentioned, but now it's very hungry and the lion is lying motionless. After probing, the mamba snake gave a quick bite to the lying lion to confirm it was dead. With no hindrance, this black mamba snake, with an average length of 3 meters, proceeds to squeeze the lion and gradually digest it. Number 3. The black mamba snake and the leopard are two names that, when mentioned, many other animals will shiver. So, if these two strong animals decide to fight, what will happen? The leopard is extremely excited when it finds the mamba's hiding place. It doesn't hesitate to throw its claws. Faced with that situation, the mamba snake quickly responds with its venomous teeth. Which leopard is easy to give up. It continually pokes at its opponent, the claws are released and getting stronger and stronger. However, the mamba snake has amazing speed, so it slithers into the bewilderment of the leopard. Number 4. Tiger is a symbol of strength and intelligence. There are a number of animals that can unleash deadly weapons. Combined with the adept skill at hunting, the tiger easily pounced on the wild buffalo. Its claws grip tightly around its prey, and a fatal bite. Not long after, the tiger is defeated and the wild buffalo let go. This will be a tiger's hearty meal for today. Number 5. A leopard cub emitting heavy breathing. Unfortunately, it fell to the clutches of 2 lionesses. Although the body's immature, the speed and agility of this cub is quite amazing. Will the miracles happen? Faced with the lioness capable of hunting the old cub, the lion cub was unafraid. No matter how aggressive, a cub can't escape the claws of the adult lioness. After struggling for a long time, the leopard is really exhausted. The wound shows that its life needs to be healed. Number 6. Although African wild dogs look small, their heredity when hunting is underestimated. While the whole herd was hunting, they discovered a lonely buffalo. African dogs begin to apply the hunting techniques to the large prey. They split the attack and from many directions. Before the continuous attack of the wild dogs, the buffalo also had a response, but it was not very good. Taking advantage of the wild buffalo's exhaustion, the hounds unleashed fierce attacks both from the front and the back. The wild dog was pulling its intestines of the wild buffalo, so only a matter of time before taking it down. Number 7. Huge herd of wild buffalo are engrossed while drinking water. They don't know that danger is nearby. The crocodile is a swamp killer and usually hunts by ambushing, slowly approaching its prey and attacking quickly. The dangerous insensitivity of the wild buffalo is even more beneficial for the ferocious crocodile. Seizing the opportunity, the crocodile rose to the surface and grabbed the wild buffalo with extremely strong teeth. The strength piece of prey like a buffalo always makes lions crave it, so the lions are not afraid of danger. With unsurpassed speed and agility, the nimble male jumps onto its back, attacking the buffalo. No one can doubt the strength of the lion. Just one attack can defeat a large prey. No one can disturb it now. The fight has come to an end when the lion is trying to kill the buffalo. Number 10. The appearance of a tiger with a hungry body is a bad omen in the green forest. Which unlucky animal is the tiger's food today? No one else. The unlucky animal is the wild deer. The tiger pounces on the wild deer with terrifying jump and knocks it down. The power of an empty stomach makes this hunt go faster. The fight was very fast. With just a few moves, it was a delicious meal. Number 11. A zebra was in sight of the king of the jungle, the lion. Watching the prey was enough. The lion rushed out and grabbed the zebra by the neck. A sudden ambush, the zebra cries out in pain. Although it takes a lot of effort to drag this delicious bait, the lion needs a safer place to enjoy it. At the beginning of the clip, an immature Komodo dragon spotted the brocade approaching it. Due to its immaturity, the Komodo dragon fled on 3 legs. However, the brocade python will not spare it. The python chases the Komodo dragon to the end. The scared Komodo dragon kept looking for a place to escape. It came up with the idea of ducking into an earth cave. Unfortunately, the Komodo dragon was only discovered by the python, but also by another python. It just couldn't escape and was attacked by the brocade python. The unfortunate little Komodo dragon received a tragic end. A mother Komodo dragon was in the cave watching her eggs when accidentally a brocade python rushed in. The mother Komodo dragon immediately grabbed the python's head to chase it away. But the brocade snake tightened its grip around the Komodo dragon's head to prevent it from escaping. The Komodo dragon tries to struggle but knows not to do. Its opponent is a giant python with a terrible wrapping power. Alligators rushed into the cave. The Komodo dragons, to steal the eggs, received a strong blow that caused the crocodiles to fly out, but the rare ending was to run away, leaving the eggs, its own children, to the enemy. The rock crocodile, with its aggressive temperament, attacks the eggs of the nest of the Komodo dragon in hope of earning food. However, the Komodo dragon is determined to risk her life to protect her children. The Komodo dragon, despite its best efforts, still has to painfully watch its eggs settle in the mouth of this vicious predator. A crocodile is running to take the territory of the Komodo dragon. The crocodile chases the Komodo dragon away to steal its eggs. Not long after that, the mother Komodo dragon decides to come back. As soon as it appears, it is immediately attacked by the crocodile. A monkey, due to carelessness, that was bitten by a Komodo dragon is now on the ground. Even if it hurts and screams loudly when attacked by the Komodo dragon, do you think a miracle will happen to the monkey? Or will those screams touch a cold-blooded predator like a Komodo dragon? And of course, there will be no miracles. The Komodo dragon still ruthlessly bites the monkey until it stops moving and is gradually swallowed into its stomach. The video captures the scene of 2 large male Komodo dragons standing upright on their hind legs and fighting over territory. The 2 animals fought fiercely, but they did not inflict fatal wounds. Perhaps everyone will know the common occurrence in fights between 2 males. They don't kill each other, but just want to show who is the true owner of the land. They often fight until the opponent loses and runs away. This moment captures a scene of a Komodo dragon approaching and eating another dead Komodo dragon. It doesn't care if it's its own kind. The Komodo dragon devours meat and then swallows the whole thing in a flash. A deer is running away from the frantic pursuit of a Komodo dragon. Although slower than a deer, it continues to follow. Horrified at the sight of a swarm of huge Komodo dragons chasing a poor deer by the seashore. With its bloodthirsty nature, the Komodo dragon rushes to catch the deer. Then, it's used its body weight to drown the deer, finally pulling the prey ashore to eat it. Discovered the deer stuck in the river, a Komodo dragon began to rush. Immediately, the deer tried to escape. Unfortunately, not even running, the Komodo dragon caught the deer and aggressively and violently attacked it in the river. A large fish suddenly rushed to attack the Komodo dragon on the shore. It found every way to drag its prey into the river and easily eat it. After a stiff time trying to cling to the tree, the iguana was finally dragged into the river by the crocodile. The iguana tried to move away from the crocodile's sharp jaws, but it couldn't. The crocodile's sharp teeth seriously injured the dragon's body, but it still managed to cling to the shore. A moment later, the crocodile lost patience. It released its prey, but with serious injuries. It was difficult for the iguana to survive. The mountain goat suddenly got lost and was attacked by a Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon bites the goat's neck and then throws the prey, causing the prey to be stunned and lose its resistance. Then it slowly swallows its prey and then wanders sideways, enjoying the spoils. Being bitten on the neck by a Komodo dragon, and struggles and struggles. However, its resistance was completely ineffective against the modern-day dinosaur descendant lizard. In this video, Komodo dragons can be seen quietly approaching a young buffalo from behind and suddenly biting its hind legs. The mother buffalo ran over. It panicked, didn't know what to do. it could only watch the baby buffalo being eaten by the Komodo dragon. Successfully caught the prey, the Komodo dragons gathered together to tear at the prey. Komodo dragons are ferocious, agile, and extremely brutal predators. Once the prey is caught by the Komodo dragon, it will be a very smoky time to escape. And this is the last situation in today's video. One of the classic underwater chases of the fierce animals. Discovering a black crocodile belonging to the great-grandson, the anaconda is immediately followed. The chase can be seen equally talented as a returning point for this battle. The anaconda has a length of more than 10 meters and weighs a ton, a ferocious animal. However, they have tremendous power and it can strangle a large crocodile. Alligator, an extremely scary animal. The alligator confronts the water python, which is equally dangerous. After a brief prelude, the battle really begins when the python attacks the alligator's snout. Feeling the pain, the alligator struggles to counterattack and takes the initiative. After a fierce struggle, the fight was stopped by the distance between the two animals. A giant python overpowered an alligator. Compared to the adult python, with this large appearance, the baby alligator is not the opponent. It seems the alligator has some life left in him, but that doesn't stop the giant python from entering the digestion period. The python's mouth can open up to 180 degrees, allowing it to swallow large prey like the buffalo. For an immature alligator, it shouldn't be difficult. They use their sharp fangs to pin the crocodile's body and keep it tight, preventing it from escaping. This is followed by squeezing and swallowing. The process of swallowing the crocodile is quite fast. It doesn't take long to swallow the alligator into its stomach. The python's digestive process is quite slow. This allows them to stay hungry for a long time. It's hard to see the dramatic battle between these two top predators, the anaconda and the crocodile caiman. Caiman was in a weak position when a giant anaconda was wrapped tightly around his body. Anaconda will hunt by biting and then grabbing the prey and squeezing it to death. The crocodile is hard to escape. The anaconda is a giant python that lives in the Amazon basin, South America. They have an amphibian lifestyle and are mainly aquatic. So this anaconda often encounters the famous crocodile that kills the Swamp King. An unlucky baby anaconda encounters a giant crocodile. It's constantly being torn apart by the crocodile, which has a tremendous force. Therefore, the anaconda quickly preyed at the crocodile. The green anaconda is one of the largest python species found in South America. This is the largest python species in the world that exists today. It sensed a natural enemy. A crocodile with an extremely calm appearance. It doesn't care much about what's about to approach it. I thought the first attacker would be an anaconda, when suddenly the wormfish that was standing still suddenly threw its sharp teeth at the opponent. Scared the largest python. The python and the crocodile meet underwater. What will happen and which animal will win? According to the video, the crocodile is bitten by the stinger of the python, but the python is still extremely flexible to attack this huge enemy. After each attack, the python will receive terrible consequences from the anger and this aggressive animal. Despite the slow appearance, crocodiles are excellent predators in their environment. Stopping the process of torturing the prey, the crocodile returns to a quiet position and overpowers the python. The python also seems to be more docile. An adult python noticed the crocodiles in the swamp. Taking advantage of the whole time, the crocodiles rest, and the python carries out its plan. But he didn't expect the calm before the storm. A stir took place. The expert crocodile easily grabbed the aggressive python and used its strong teeth to crush it. The predator becomes the prey. A scary body of water in the natural world. The python is taking the initiative. It approaches the alligator and makes the large animal its target. When the alligator rests is the perfect time for the python to attack. Not missing the opportunity, the assassination of the python approached the alligator's hind legs. With its bulky body, the alligator is quite flexible when fighting underwater. The sharp teeth of the alligator bite into the body of the python. It uses great strength and strong teeth to crush its prey. But it wasn't long before the python escaped the danger and fled. At the end of the head are swords and the most dangerous predators. They slowly approach each other, and when they meet, the python anaconda suddenly turns and runs away. However, it seems the crocodile could not ignore, and it persistently chases the anaconda. Anaconda python and the jaguar station. Adult anaconda pythons are the obsession of the green forest. They had to struggle with each other, and the jaguar kept the initiative from beginning to end. The jaguar attacks and uses its claws on the opponent. The anaconda has some resistance. Out of patience, the jaguar pulled the baby python out of the water. It finds a more suitable place to eat a meal. A hedgehog is one of the lucrative prey that many notorious predators like pythons want to eat. Seeing an injured hedgehog, the python does not hesitate to approach. However, the hedgehog is extremely aggressive. Even though it's injured, it still has sharp spikes to point at the enemy. Seeing the enemy injured, the python can't do a thing. In addition, it was also full of prickles. Indigo snake and python, the never-ending confrontation. The python noticed the indigo snake. Choosing the right time, the python began to attack, biting the indigo snake's neck. The indigo snake struggled and twisted its body, hoping to escape the python's attack. They're in a tug of war, undetermined victory or defeat. The battle will be decided by time. The one who persists for a long time will win. With the lead in attack, the python gradually defeats the indigo snake. The fight took a very long time, but the process of the python swallowing the indigo snake was faster than imagined. South American blue anacondas, the top predator thanks to the skill of squeezing its prey. This is the largest python species on the planet, which will be a length of more than 6 meters and weigh more than 90 kilograms. The force of the python when it's wrapped around its prey is 7 kilograms per square centimeter, the equivalent of being crushed by an elephant. The largest rodent on the planet, the water guinea pig, has appeared. The green python has found a suitable location to ambush its prey. What will it do to defeat these guinea pigs? The python lunges at the guinea pig with its 6 rows of sharp teeth and quickly wraps around it. With tremendous muscle strength, it's difficult for any animal to escape the grip of the South American green anaconda. The python cannot tear into its prey, so it has to swallow the large guinea pig whole, which takes a long time to digest. The alligator is the species of crocodile. Rattlesnakes seem to love them. It's trying to get... It was in a weak position when facing 2 giant alligators at the same time. They frantically rushed at each other and tore apart the intruder. The clash of the most dangerous men in the swamp has never been more exciting. Wild dogs and impala are having a fight in the swamp. Seeing the wild dog tearing apart the impala, the crocodile immediately swims to steal the bait. Despite being focused on the fight, the wild dog is very sensitive to the dangers around it, so it attacks the crocodile. The war now gives way to the swamp killer in his area. Can the crocodile capture the impala or not? In addition, perhaps the wild dogs are also very interested in this match. The antelope was far away from the crocodile. It's dragged its limp steps to the shore while the crocodile was still chasing after it. After many attempts, with one leg injured, the antelope has saved its life. The pack of wild dogs found a lost Nyla antelope. Not only have they faced a pack of hungry wild dogs, because it's also a hippo, a notoriously fierce animal. With its powerful horns, the antelope Nyala knocks the hippo out of the fight. Its current enemies are the wild dogs. The pack of wild dogs has a rate of up to 80% kills, so the Nyala antelope seems to be weak, constantly retreating into the river. The river is a safe place when the wild dogs can't enter the water, because this is the domain of another species. The crocodile quietly and unexpectedly rushes to attack, and in one blow, the antelope collapsed. The impala were drinking water and had noticed the crocodile. This crocodile is immature, so even at a very close distance, it doesn't have a big attack on its prey. After following for a while, the crocodile is attacked on the hind legs of the impala. After a fierce struggle, the impala has reached the shore. But it must avoid the enemy. It will meet another enemy. An injured antelope can't compete with the mighty wild dogs. It was quickly subdued by the pack of wild animals. The pack of wild dogs has the ambition to defeat two huge crocodiles. Maybe there's a far-fetched fantasy. The wild dogs will need to try harder. A baby kudu is swimming in the river, but it needs to avoid being attacked by the wild dogs. The dogs begin to stalk, tracking their prey. It seems that everything was fine. The kudu didn't realize the approaching danger. A crocodile silently attacks the kudu antelope, drowning it in the water. The wild dogs had a full meal for themselves. It was a baby deer. Did the meal go to plan? The appearance of the old crocodile changed that. Crocodiles appear, wild dogs automatically leave the bait. Without spending any effort to snatch the food, the crocodile returns satisfied to his territory. A wild boar is drinking water when threatened by a pack of wild dogs. Suddenly from behind, the crocodile pounced to drag the wild boar into the water, and this surprises the wild dogs. It fills its stomach without too much action. The wild dogs surround and isolate a large kudu. Wild dogs are not large, but their hunting unity can take down large prey like kudu antelopes. Underwater is not a battleground for wild dogs. They have many difficulties. Relying on its strength and flexible body when in the water, the kudu antelope gained the upper hand, attacking the wild dogs. Thanks to that, it drove away the animals. a herd of crocodiles was eating a dead giraffe. And at the same time, a pack of wild dogs tried to steal their food. A crocodile stood out to chase away the wild dogs, protecting the rights of his species. Realizing the results were not as expected, the crocodile returned to its place. Each side participates in filling their stomachs before they meet a next rival. The baby impala swam into the water to avoid being surrounded by the wild dogs, but it meets a huge hippo. The hippopotamus notices the little animal trespassing on its territory. Normally, they don't swim in the water, but this time, because they were so hungry, they decided to take the risk. They had a fierce battle underwater, but the participation of the hippo changed everything. The hippopotamus swooped in, knocking the baby antelope to the ground and sending the tiny creature slamming into the water. After dealing with the antelope, the hippo turns on the wild dogs, hoping to drive them out of his territory. Planning to capture their target. There was a real wild dog that went into the lake. That was a risky move. Little by little, one by two, the wild dogs overpower the antelope. The neck is the weak point of many animals. Attacking this place means you are more likely to win. The battle has changed. The gazelle escapes the attack of the wild dogs. And can it save lives? It's probably a distant hope, but the pack of wild dogs still cling to the end. The antelope has struggled hard, but time has passed. The strength of the antelope is gradually exhausting. It's dragged ashore by the wild dogs, and it begins to move to the final stage of tearing at the prey.